Hi, I'm Bryony, and thank you for joining me in this practice today. This is a practice that I like to do when I want to move my body, but I don't want it to move it too much, and I don't want to do yin. So it's like this somewhere in between. So it's kind of just more of a stretch, but it's something that sometimes I don't have the energy to do anything else. And this is a really nice way just to open our bodies and connect the breath into the body, which is the most important part. So we're going to start on our mats. Have something like a strap handy. I mean, you don't need a strap. Sometimes I'm too lazy to go and grab a strap, and so I'll just use like my jumper or whatever is available. Just come onto your back and just keep the legs bent and just bring the hands wherever it feels good for you. So on the side of the body, maybe up overhead, maybe connecting the hands onto the body. And just lift your shoulders ever so slightly, squeeze your shoulder blades at your back, and then drop back down and just notice the difference that creates in your chest. Now I want you to take 3 big deep breaths in here. So breathe in and breathe out, either through the mouth or the nose. It's up to you. Breathe in and out. One more. Now, just from this place of breath and body awareness on your mat, I invite you to set the intention just to be as you are, to let go of this need that we need to do a really strong kind of dynamic practice, and sometimes that slowing down, moving with grace is actually what we need. And so just allow yourself to be true to your needs today. And then maybe just think of someone in your life that is like a busy little bee and they never give themselves time to maybe just honor what they actually need. And just set your devotion, your bhakti for this person. And like, as I learn to, slow down and honor myself, I will be a guide and an inspiration for you too. Okay, so draw your right knee in towards your chest and clasp your fingertips around the shin. And see that, probably your hip probably came up. See if you can just press that hip down, squaring off your hips. Begin to flex your toes towards your nose and breathe in. And as you exhale, just gently apply pressure to your shin and feel your shin moving into your thigh and your thigh moving into the back of your body. If this hurts your knee, don't apply so much pressure. And just feel that gentle pressure. Now, either take something around your foot or jumper, towel, blanket, or strap and place it around the sole of the foot. Place that into your left hand. So the strap is in your left hand. Take your thumb, give me a thumbs up. Push that thumb into your hip socket, so like the hip crease. Now pull your hip crease away from your body. And then almost kind of like wrap, as if you were pulling the inner seam of your pants or leggings or whatever you're wearing towards yourself and the outer hip down. Now check in with your little toe, and it's probably curling up towards the sky. See if you can pull it back and down towards, pull your little toe towards your left nostril. And then start to gently then move that leg towards your body, but keeping that hip nice and square. Now drop into your breath. If Ujjayi is in your practice, then feel that Ujjayi breath. And just breathe into wherever you're feeling the sensation in your body, and don't try and change it. You're just accepting how you feel in this moment. Keep plugging the lower back into the mat. And this is one of these stretches where sometimes I feel like the ego can get in the way, and it's like, oh, my toe has to be towards my face. And it's like, no, your toe just needs to be wherever it is. Your leg just needs to be wherever it is, and just really honor where your body's at. In my opinion, there's no rule book that says your leg has to be forward towards your chest. In my rule book, it's just wherever you are in the moment. Good. Bend your leg. Cross your ankle. Move the strap to the side. Cross your ankle over your thigh. And maybe you just want to stay here and just push the thigh away from your belly. If you want to take it further, grab the leg and pull that leg in. Now send the sit bones towards the front of your mat. And then lift up through the palate of your mouth and send the crown of your head towards the back of your mat. Flex both of your toes. And just breathe into your figure 4. Maybe close down your eyes and just really concentrate on the breath flowing in and flowing out. Good. And then open up your arms, keep your feet exactly as you are. You're going to drop your right foot to the left. So your legs are just going to stay as they are and they just go wee down to the ground. And then push the big toe and the little toe of the right foot into the mat. And then your right leg, you're going to push it towards the sky. So maybe take your left hand and just push the inner thigh away from your body. Keep your feet flexed. And breathe in and out here and just feel into whatever this brings up for you. And then release the arm. Draw the leg back in and just take a little quick shavasana. So just extend the right leg, extend the left leg, and feel that right side body and feel the difference in the left side body. I love this moment when you're just like, wow, it was so simple, it was so quick, and feel the difference that you have created. And you didn't need to do anything else than be present. How cool is that? Okay, so let's do this side. So bend both your feet. Maybe if you're like, oh, I just want to stay there, really good. Stay in your shavasana. Flex your left toes, draw your shin in towards your belly, and then push your left hip down so that your hips are nice and square. As you exhale, gently apply a little bit of pressure so that the shin starts to press into the belly. And I'm just going to make sure that if it hurts your knee, don't do it. It shouldn't hurt your knee, but if it does, don't do it. And then also, there's no such word as should. There only is. And then take the strap or your jumper or your tea towel, place it to the back of your left foot, put it into your right hand, take your thumb, put it into the hip crease and move the hip crease away from your body. Now, see this right arm? I want you to relax it down onto the mat because it might have come off. And then start to draw the leg towards your body. So you're feeling the activation. I don't like to hyperextend in my stretches anymore. So I invite you, if you want to, put a tiny little bend into the back of the leg and then feel your kneecap like lifting towards your thigh. So it's an activation of your thigh muscle. And see what that brings up for you. Breathe nice and deeply into your body here. And then release the strap, cross the foot over your right thigh. Now you could choose to stay here, just pushing the thigh away. Or if you want to go a little bit more, hands to the back of the right thigh. Send the sit bones forward and the palate of the mouth up to the roof of the head. Roof of the head, I'm going to go with that. And then crown of the head towards the back of the mat. Just relax any tension in your jaw and your shoulders. And then just breathe your breath through your body in this moment. Sometimes it's nice just to close down the eyes so you can really be in your internal observation, just letting go of the external world, just for a moment. The external world is always going to be there doing its thing, but this is your time on your mat to connect internally. Open up your arms. Then the sole of this foot is going to go down towards the mat. And then you can either stay here and think of your left knee going towards your right toe, or put your hand into your inner thigh and just kind of press it away. And then just breathe into whatever that brings up for you, whatever this brings up for you. Remember, you choose how deep you want to take your openings, and not from the ego, not from the grasping of the mind, but from the truth of like what actually serves you each day. Good. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Both knees in. Squish your lower back into the mat. And just take circles with your hip socket. So draw your knees to your armpits and then down and in. Do that like 3 times. And then the other way. Good. And then rock forward and back over your spine. I really like this. And then come all the way up. Good. Come around into tabletop position and move through your cats and your cows. So drop the tailbone up, sorry, not drop, your tailbone up, drop the belly down, pull your chest forward, gaze up to your third eye, and then round into your spine. Let's do this with the breath. So I want you to do this for 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale through your nose for 4 as you round into your body. 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 3. Push the ground away. Navel to spine. 2, 1. One more. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Come back to child's pose. Drop your butt down. Walk your arms forward and drop your head down. Maybe stay counting with the breath here. But I do want you to be active through your arms. So push your thumbs down, push your little fingers down, and activate your arms by gently squeezing them in towards each other. So your elbows are probably off the mat. Maybe walk the fingertips a little bit further forward and then sink your hips further back away from your fingertips. Now breathe into the back of your lungs. So breathe into the back of your rib cage. One more breath. Good, and then come forward into your tabletop. If you want to, you can pad your knee up here, step your right foot forward. And then either keep your hands on the mat, or I'm going to bring my hands up onto my thigh. And I don't want you to sink and split your legs here. I want you to pull your front heel and your back thigh towards each other so it's active. Pull in at your waist, lift up through the crown of your head. And just breathe your body here. If you want, you can take the arms up, maybe shoulder distance, maybe together, just whatever works for you today. Breathe your body. Good. Bring your hand down and bring it a little bit wider. And then turn your toes out and let your knee come over towards the little toe. Now, again, it's very easy just to sink. I want you to keep active. So pull your front heel and your back thigh towards each other. And then reach your hand up towards the sky. And then reach it towards your back foot. And we're just going to circle that. So it's just inhale, forward. Exhale. Inhale. And don't think too much. Just kind of let it be like really organic for you. Just like creating that space in your body that it needs today. Good. Now bring the hand down, turn the toes back. Actually, keep them on a diagonal. Something a little bit different. If you want to, your hands can go into blocks here. You're going to go into half Hamonasana. Now, your toes are going to turn out ever so slightly. So your toes are, instead, normally we do it parallel, play around with this different variation. Bend your leg, pull the front heel and the back knee towards each other, and then lengthen through the skull. You can stay here with a bent leg, or you can stretch that leg. And I don't want you to fold. I want you to pull your chest forward. Breathe here. And those toes are pulling back towards your hip. 3, 2. Good. And then come forward. Bring their right hand into the inside of your leg, either to a block or to the ground, and then reach your left hand up. Now pull the right hip towards, so your right butt wants to move towards the back of the mat, and then the right armpit is reaching towards the front of the mat. Draw your navel in. Reach the arm forward, and then back. So you're just kind of doing these circles again. And again, just let that be like really organic with your body. Like you're, I don't know, like massaging something out. Nice, and place both hands down. And then it's up to you. You choose. Either go to downward dog or go to child's pose. I'm going to go to child's pose. You can take a downward dog if you want. And take 3 breaths here. Inhale, exhale. And then come forward to the other side. So come through tabletop, or if you're in downward dog, just step the left leg in towards the fingertips. And then again, get rid of this idea that we're going to lunge forward. Come out of that. And come into kneeling position. Hands onto the thigh or the elbows, or maybe your hands stay on the mat. Now pull your front heel and your back thigh in towards each other. And then think of there's a zip at the pubic bone, and you're pulling, I'm just going to pat up my knee, you're pulling the zip up from the pubic bone, and it goes towards the ribs. And then breathe here, lifting up through the crown of your head. 3, and then bring the right hand down, bring it slightly further out, and then turn your left toes towards the left diagonal. Again, try not to sink. Hug the front heel and the back knee in towards each other. Lift that left arm up. And then start these circles. So reach it back. And then forward. Work with your breath. Oh, maybe you get some cracks and creaks. And then bring your hand down to the inside. Keep this toe where it is. Shift your weight back, turning the toe out. So we're in this kind of like variation of half Hamonasana. Stick your sit bones back, lengthen through the sides of the waist and create a flat back. Now, either this leg is going to stay bent or you're going to stretch it. Breathe. Then place the toes down. Wiggle the foot a little bit closer. I'm going to turn the shin in my back foot a little bit. Keep this left hand on the inside or bring it to a block. And then push your left sit bone back. Extend your left armpit forward. And then bring your right hand up. And then start these circles on the other side. And just kind of let it be organic for your body. I don't move. That feels good. And then place both hands down and then either go to your downward facing dog or to your child's pose. I'm going to take downward dog this time. So you dive into your downward dog or your child's pose and just breathe your body here. Good. If you're in downward dog, walk your hands back to your feet. If you're in child's pose, shift your weight forward and then just walk your feet back. Feet are hip distance or maybe slightly wider. And then inhale, bend your legs, pull your chest forward, and then just ragdoll here. So ragdolls, grab the elbows, maybe bring the hands to the back of the head, or maybe even just like flop the arms down. If you want to sway, you can sway. If you want to be still, be still. But feel the thighs lifting up to the navel to the spine, and then drop the head and the ears down towards your toes and breathe your body.
Bring your hands to the ground, bend your legs or stretch them, halfway lift. And then walk the hands forward, downward facing dog. Bend the legs in downward dog or stretch them. And then come down onto your butt. And actually, bring the soles of the feet together. I was going to do something else, but I've decided to do this instead. Bring the soles of the feet together and grab your ankles and press the outer thighs down. And lift up through the spine and just close your eyes. And connect right into the breath. Now feel the outer seam of your leg pressing down. And feel the crown of your head lifting up. And then just breathe here. Really drop into your breath. And then drop your chin to your chest. Drop the crown of your head down towards your toes. Maybe grab for your big toes here. Push your elbows into your thighs and just drop your head down. And just fold into yourself. Just folding into your efforts on your mat and the fact that you were tired, or whatever reason you chose to do this practice today, like you connected, you arrived, you pressed the breath through the body, you created space, you created strength, and let that be enough. And then lift up through your spine. Place your hands to the outside of your knees and bring your knees in. Good. Just take your feet a little bit wider. Grab the inside of your shins. Pull your chest forward. Open up your heart. And then round into your spine. Grab the outside of your legs and curl in. Inhale is up. Exhale is out. One more. Inhale is up. Exhale is out. Inhale is up. Walk your feet in close. Open up your arms. And then curl your chin into your chest. Draw your belly to the spine. Lower down. 5, 4. Nice and slowly. 3, 2, 1. Bring your feet up. Grab your ankles. Pull your back into the mat. Flex your toes. And send the sit bones forward. So you're really lengthening the spine. Push your elbows into your knees to open up the inner thighs and breathe here. Just breathe. And then gather your knees into your chest and give yourself a big, beautiful hug. And then make your way into Shavasana. So extend the legs, extend the arms. Take a big deep breath in and just release your whole front body into your back body and your back body into the earth. And then just keep releasing your whole back body into the mat, knowing that your effort was enough today. And let this ring true in every cell in your body. Now, I'm going to invite you to stay here as long as you want in your Shavasana. So thank you for taking this time to practice with me on the mat and to take this very beautiful opening into our bodies. So thank you, and I'll see you next time.